Welcome to Star Citizen. Today I'm picking up my ROC with my Drake Cutlass Black, and I'm going to land my Drake on some of the deposits while at the same time trying to blow those deposits up, get them into the red zone so they would explode with my ROC. Deposits wise, I don't really think it matters. You can blow up all the deposits, you just need to keep the beam in the red zone and at maximum power. It will eventually go boom and hopefully some damage will be dealt. At best case, I'm actually hoping to get a part or two into the red, because I'm not 100% sure that any of these explosions will even damage the ship. So the first ideal thing I could do is land on top of them as best I can. I did try to land directly on top, but I did have some trouble trying to get the beam to work if the ship was kinda on the way. I mean, the beam is high up, so I'm gonna try and land this up front with this first one here to see if it actually does some damage. The best case scenario that I could see from this test is that we might blow off a piece. Worst case, there'll be basically no damage whatsoever because somehow it shouldn't work or hasn't been properly implemented to do damage to ships. Now, I've blown myself up with these deposits several times, only when hand mining though. With the ROC, I'm not sure you even can, but to be safe, I'm still gonna be moving away once they get into the red. Well, the explosion was there. I think the ship even slightly shook, or maybe it was just the ROC that got shaken. Now, two little explosions probably don't do much to this ship. It's a pretty big one. I don't have the shields on at the moment, nor do I have anything on. Okay then, let's take a look if we got something. Nope, it's all still green. Okay, apparently this is gonna take a bit more than 2 deposits. I was expecting that. But hopefully we can go some damage with at least 20 or 30 deposits. So here we are at the second location. I did try to land this time a wee bit closer and with my side to deposits, and hopefully we can cause some form of damage to this monstrosity of a ship. Now, it did take me a while to get the right angle because I parked it right on top. Plus I need to keep it in the red for a rather long time. Okay, I think there was a little bit of a shake right there. The ship shook. This time I'm pretty sure of it. And hopefully we can cause some significant damage this time. Once again, it's in the red and I'm gonna need to get it to very top of it basically. Ooh, this time I actually saw a ship take some damage. That is nice. It might mean that not all the deposits that I mined damaged the ship. This might actually take tremendous amount of time to break the ships, any part of the ship, or even destroy it. Because if any other of these deposits actually doesn't do any damage, and the one that I had right there was the only one to do damage thus far, I would probably have to do this whole day to blow up this Drake. The problem with this actually wasn't finding the deposits, rather it was mining them, especially if you found a nice cluster like this, all dollar line on top of that. And now if you could just get it to blow up properly, we might do some damage. As you can see, the angles here are just horrid, and to position it well would mean I would need to step into a ship after I mine 2 deposits, so I could actually do some damage here. Plus, it's not on an ideal location, it's kinda on a slope. Perhaps it is actually good for this little mining tool, because when I'm down a slope, I might get a better angle because the drill itself, some damage. Because the drill itself is angling from top towards down. Now, we did get some damage there once again, but thus far, those are the only 2 that I have actually seen make an impact on the ship's hull. Now, everything else I mined in around 1.5–2 hour period managed to do nothing, or at least visually. So I'm also unlucky here because I really can't mine it. It's straight under the Drake, and so I am gonna call it. I've been here for quite a while. The last cluster was a lot of work because I really didn't manage to get any good positions. I tried to get still close enough positions, but I still ended up kind of in the same spot all the time. Now, If there aren't any red parts, if there is no damage done, we're just gonna see how much the repairs of the ship are going to cost. Now, it is possible that me landing all the time on top of these may have caused some damage to the ship, but it still shouldn't be more than 100 at best. I did end up mining around 40 to 50 clusters of deposits, where only 2 ones actually made a significant mark on the ship, which you saw back there. So the ship itself sadly still hasn't taken any damage, or not at least visually. So let's wrap it up. We're gonna land here. I'm also gonna check the ship's module's health, which I'm hoping might be damaged because it didn't use a shield. But then again, none of them were even in the red, even in the yellow, so we can see there's nothing really there. Everything is at 100%, 100%, 100%, and so. And instead, we are just gonna see how much the repairs are going to cost. So, to the repairs. 123. Okay then. Even if these clusters managed to do some damage to the ship, it was so insignificant it would take forever to blow up a ship or even damage a module with them. Now, as I said, it is highly likely that this might have been slightly from some of the fender benders I may have had with the rocks when I tried to land on top of them. Or maybe it was just the 2 clusters that actually managed to do some visual damage to the ship. In short, this was the biggest waste of time I could imagine. Now, if I would probably blow up a ship with these clusters, it should probably be a smaller ship, and I would definitely need better locations for those deposits. I would want every one of them to hit or to land a hit, which I believe only 2 actually landed. Now then, on re-evaluating some of my footage, I actually found, if you look at the ship store right here, you can see it has actually taken some damage. So I did get in some visual damage, which I really wanted. Not what I really expected though. I expected more of a part blowing off, or at least part taking more of this kind of damage and actually showing it up on the interface of the ship. But no. So instead we got a little scraped door that had taken some damage. Even the low part of the hull has slightly taken it, so there still was some effect. So we can say there was damage done and there was some success, but not really enough to destroy the ship. But I can say honestly, it took me, with the flight, basically 2 hours to do that little amount of damage with this ROC to that big ship. Theoretically, you could blow it up, but it would take forever to do so. And as usual, thanks for watching.